we all met up in a pub, which amazingly had the first words on the door of this pub was "No gypsies." And we had a couple of meetings of our Gypsy Council, and we said, we will host it. We will do it in London. Come on, let's do it. And if you see behind me this big house, that was a school called Cannock House School. Well, we had no agenda, but we had a kind of, if you like, a white piece of paper. It was a blank sheet of paper. We could do anything we wanted to do. And I say to people, you give us great credit, and this Congress has become a legend. But for us, it wasn't so difficult to do things that had never yet been done. And the first one, as you'll see, the Romani flag. But we bow to you in Romania, because the blue and green flag, as we understand it, originated in Romania at least as early as 1934, and probably many years before that. In fact, I hope that soon you will have a celebration of 100 years of the Romani flag soon. What we did was to put the red wheel on top. And that was done as a kind of symbol, both of traveling, but it was also the Ashok Chakra, which gave us the connection with India. Being a person who believes in direct action and protest, we took a bus up to Birmingham, where tragically 3 children had been burned to death sometime before, because their caravans were pulled out on the road and one caravan caught fire. So led by Thomas Holomek, who was quite a weighty person. He was a military prosecutor. He led a protest and almost an invasion of the local police station, where we laid down how angry we were about those deaths. And on the way home in the bus, Žako Jovanović, I hope you know his name, Žako Jovanović, Jagdino, Loki Povleske, he began to write the words. He physically, on the bus, got out some paper and started writing new words for the old traditional song, Kali Tracha, what we now call Jelem Jelem, in a new version, which has become our national anthem. The third thing that we did at this Congress was to proclaim 8th of April to be Roma Nation Day. And we realized the seriousness of that, because, of course, in the first debates of the Congress said we no longer want to hear the word gypsy, Sigan, anything like that, which is so derogatory. We want the word Rom to become the accepted usage in the media, not just among ourselves, but in the media and in the public mind. So that is why we now have April 8th and to continue as, I hope, Roma Nation Day. And we agreed at the Congress that discussion about Romanistan would not take place because of the political repercussions of us trying to claim something that was kind of impossible. Believe me, in the heart of every Rom, wherever a Romney is living, that is a little part of Romanistan. So the idea will never die, because it's in our hearts and in the places wherever we happen to live, in whichever country, in whichever village or town. So today, it kind of, well, I can say it honestly, I'm not happy about it, because we seem to be going backwards, because we see from the EU that we are referred to as minority, as an ethnicity. We have an international Roma Day. What happened to Roma National Day? What happened to our status as nationality? What happened to our inspiration to emerge today as Roma nation, a nation, yes, without territory, without borders? Because I believe that's a perfectly good and progressive aim to have, because in our present day politics, everybody around the world, ordinary people, want to do away with borders. And we certainly want to do away with borders because we are scattered in so many different countries. We want the borders to come down. We want a more united world. Now, what have we done up until now? Yes, we have established the word Roma. It is the word used in the media. But by goodness, if you look at the British press, the word Roma is almost now as bad as the word gypsy. And I feel as if I'm talking to students today through this interview, it is down to them now to not to look backwards, although I hope they have some inspiration from what was done in the past, but to look to their own communities. Every one of them will have a community. I know some are from Bulgaria, some from Romania and so on, to look at their own community and see what they can do locally to organize and to get improvements and make demands and hopefully make progress that way. So don't ask, have your thoughts, have your wishes. Don't ask for 50% or seek 50%. Seek 100% of what is in your heart. And that is respect for the Roma nation, first of all. In 100 years' time, well, I shan't see it. But if this jubilee goes well, I can say I will die happy. I will die happy.